I tried designing a board on free layout mode. Hello. Yumi here. This time I'll be making a board on free layout mode. This is probably the first time I'll be showing free layout mode in my videos. Do you use free layout mode? Actually, sometimes I prefer using free layout mode. I like the sense of freedom it gives. I prefer unconventional styles. When creating a board using free layout mode, one thing I pay attention to is display resolution. In layout mode, the size of the partitions change according to the size of the window displaying the board. This allows you to view the board according to the size of your screen. However, in free layout mode, there is no such thing as partitions. You also can't optimize and display a board according to your screen size. Because of this, you need to think of the size of the screen that will display the board in advance and place items accordingly. You can place items freely without being constrained by partitions. This is the highlight of using free layout mode. This time, I'll create the board based on the assumption that it will be viewed in Full HD, 1920 by 1080. Click on the Create New Board button. Let's set the size of the board. When I create a board using free layout mode, I always display the grid lines. You can roughly place items based on the grid lines like so. I recommend using grid lines since it helps you understand the editing area of a board and helps you to balance it overall. By the way, the default width of grid lines is 25 pixels. I set the width to 5 pixels since I tend to do a lot of fine-tuning. Feel free to adjust it how you like. Now, I'm going to place a chart. The chart I've used is an image map chart. Image map charts let you place a chart on top of an image. This time, the chart I've prepared changes the illustration image depending on the value of the information placed on the floor map. I'm trying to express the floor traffic not with numbers, but with images. I often see these kinds of boards. For now, I'll randomly place the image map chart I've made. I'll move the chart around and adjust its size while referring to the completed board I've imagined in advance. There we go. Right now, I feel at ease since I don't have to create partitions. If you don't want to move an item, you can fix it in place. Now I'll add the board title and map information. You can easily adjust the placement of multiple items too. Click on the select item icon and select the items you want to move at once. All you have to do is just move it. You can also select items by holding down Ctrl+Shift and left clicking. You can even change the size of multiple items at once. When you select items that you want to resize uniformly, multiple settings will be shown above the select item icon. Among those settings, just select Change Size and Position of Item and set your preferred size. There's even a setting to arrange items evenly, which makes adjustments so easy. Just set it to line up items to do so. As you can see from how I'm editing the board, it's very easy to freely place and adjust various items, right? Since you don't have to worry about partitions, you can adjust the balance of the board and use some unconventional designs. That said, both modes have different advantages and disadvantages, so you can't say that one is definitely better than the other. But if you can use both, you can definitely expand the range of your board design. And with that, it's done. Using free layout mode, I was able to apply a design that I couldn't have done using layout mode. So, for those who haven't experienced free layout mode yet, please do try it. Out-of-the-box thinking adds flair to boards. Let's motion board.